On the count of 3, we're both going to say our favorite slur. Are you prepared to do that on camera?
I don't know if I can answer that.
Just trust me.
Okay, I'm going to trust you, but...
1, 2, 3. Welcome to Worst Impressions. I'm your host, Eric Anderson, and we got another video episode for you today. We got Josh Barrett back in the studio, and this time it's a little bit different looking.
It is, man. It's come a ways. It's looking good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you were there very early on, and so you were just here. We were just in a dark room with a table and 2 microphones, just 2 dudes looking at each other longingly.
It was intimate.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
This is a little bit more presentational, but like more, but I still want to have like just a hangout vibe.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. I'm feeling it, especially with the little buddies right here. Got some company.
Yeah, so a little bit about the stuffed animals and like the pillows and stuff is that guests tend to get fidgety, and so I got stuffed animals, like they'll take a pin or whatever and they'll click the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got the stuffed animals and like put them to the side. I was like, hey, if you get fidgety, just grab one and strangle it, you know, like while you're talking, just to
I don't really want to strangle that though. I mean, look at it. It looks happy.
just to get,
I'll just pet it.
just to give you something to do. There you go.
Yeah, we're good.
Pet little fam. Thank you everybody for watching and listening. So we had the first video episode. I think it went well. It was wild me learning Adobe Premiere. I've got Adobe Audition down, but Premiere is a whole other beast. I was not prepared for all of the upload times for like YouTube and Patreon. Like I was just like, oh yeah, you have to wait for a full hour-long 1080p video to upload. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Take a nap, man. Just come back.
I was like, I want to play Call of Duty,
Well,
but my computer is uploading these videos.
Be some low ping or high ping. Be telegraphing.
So the coolest thing about you as as one of my fans is that you, Lucas, and Mikey, who will be on the pod soon.
You better be.
You guys are like, I can tell by the way you interact and comment that you are the fastest on Mondays to listening to the episode.
That's my Monday morning routine, man. I get to work. As soon as it hits, I'm like, all right, let's get started.
I'm glad you like it, because it is. I'm worried it's just hot garbage.
It's our hot garbage. All right. We're going to roll with it. But I mean, I've really begun to enjoy it. Like every Monday morning, I'm like, all right, it's podcast time. Let's start the day, answer some BS emails, and let's get going.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you'll have to listen to it and then separately watch it to give me two views.
It's true. I can do that on each channel too.
So, Thank you. Thank you for that. You're one of my, and you guys are like the, you guys are the only ones, along with Britta, who hopefully will eventually be on the show, in the Discord, making that a lively thing on the Patreon. Yeah, so I really appreciate that. Were you nervous about coming here today with the video element?
No, that's what a little tequila's for. We're good.
A little what?
A little tequila.
You get loaded before you came here?
No, I don't need much. I'm a lightweight. I just need a little sip and I'm good to go. Just get rid of the introvert right away.
Have you always? I feel like you haven't always been an introvert. Well, maybe you have.
And I was always really shy growing up, especially before I met you guys. And then what really helped me was actually sports. But even then, like, I didn't like to be. It's just weird. I didn't like to be the center.
But you always you were always in the the higher level classes with us. I feel like I was in the higher level classes with you, and those always you had to do public speaking and give like presentations in class.
And I hated it with a passion, man.
Yeah. Like, do you have any tricks to get through it? Like for yourself?
Mainly just being prepared and knowing what I'm going to talk about. Like other than that, man, like my stomach's a little churning a little bit. I'm anxious. I'm like sitting there just pacing like, okay, it's gonna be my turn in like 10 minutes. All right. I hated it.
Do you have any like nightmares over presentations? Do you have a presentation that you've done that you were just like, fuck,
there was one, man. I was a intern coach for one of the top strength programs in the nation. I just happened to be there by like, it was a random situation I just got lucky on anyway. And at the conference where all the strength coaches in the entire world meet.
The strength coaches?
Yeah. It's a strength coach conference.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
They're like, hey, instead of the top guy speaking like we always do because we don't want to do it, they're like, we're going to make the new guys do it. And so I had to get in front of like an audience of like 500 people as a nobody and say, Jesus. Hey, listen to me about something that y'all have been doing for 40 years at the top level. And so, man, I was anxious for like weeks. Like, before it was terrible. I just sat there and rehearsed my lines over and over because I had a little script. I'm like, all right, we're just going to nail this. Yeah. We're going to be done and it's fine.
Did you mess up?
I don't honestly think so.
You blacked out?
I was so like, just like deer in the headlights, just like getting through it. But
I will say that doing theater, and if I'm having a good show, or if I haven't done theater in a while, but when I had a good show and I didn't forget any lines or anything, I definitely got like a rush.
Yeah.
I got like I
can see that.
I got a high from it. But if I messed up, or if like, you just sometimes, rarely, you just go out cold and you're just like, I can't remember my lines. I can't remember my lines anymore.
Improv a little bit. Just
somebody help me, please.
See, I've never been in this situation, so I wouldn't know. I was not much for stage presence.
We tried to get you to.
I know you did.
We tried. So when we did the UIL one act play competition, we tried to get you to be like a big like knight or guard for like a king or something. He had lines, but not like a lot. No. We tried to get you to be Little John.
I vaguely remember.
We wanted we were just like, okay, we need a big motherfucker to be Little John in Robin Hood. Because that's in the cartoon, it's the bear, and we were just like, dude, we should get Josh.
What was my answer? Like, why didn't I do it? I don't remember.
Probably because it'd be, it would put you lower on the social hierarchy in the school.
I didn't. So what's funny? Like growing up, like I was never one of the cool kids, and it's always focused on like,
sure,
like how do you get into the cool club? Eventually, you just don't give a shit.
Yeah, and you have to like, if you pick the wrong friend group early, you either have to stick with them or totally discard them and start over with.
I was like, hey, these are my people. I just didn't, like I said, by around sophomore year, like, I don't care. Like, this is our group, and it is what it is. And that's actually, I think, when we actually got kind of popular. I wouldn't say popular, but relatively speaking.
I think, maybe people started to understand what we were about.
Oh, I think we were ourselves. I think that's the biggest thing that you just don't see. But none of us cared. We just had our thing, and it was fun.
So you've never did you ever do like a little kid, like plays, like little musicals when you were a little kid?
I think I did in church, and it was probably like it was probably the equivalent to like what you see like in the church kids doing something crazy they shouldn't be doing on those like TikTok videos. I did some of that.
I don't know these videos, Josh. This seems pretty.
I'm not going to out myself intentionally, but basically I was a rambunctious child. And
so if you were in one of those,
I was probably causing the scene.
You were probably just like tearing up the scenery.
I'm the one that the mom's over there like, no, don't do that. No. And just walks away. Like, that's not my kid. Like, that was me.
Were you always in public school?
Well,
because you didn't go to China Spring until 4th.
I got there in 4th. So we moved around a lot growing up. And so my mom attempted to homeschool me. And when I say attempt, that is the loosest version of that word I can explain. I couldn't phonics in second grade.
You were an ex-homeschool kid.
Yeah. Well, because we'd move in the middle of semester, and she's like, we'll just pick up and do it from home. Like, no, we never did it.
Yeah, homeschool would have been rough for me. Like, if video games are anywhere near,
What even video games? Like, hey, she wasn't motivated to teach me. I was a stubborn child. And it was kind of like
so much. It's so much work.
Oh, I know.
Like, especially to keep them up, keep the kid up to date.
How do you keep a 5-year-old entertained? It's like, good luck.
Without like 20 other kids.
Yeah.
Helping lighten the load.
So anyway,
have you had any dreams lately? Are you a dreamer? Like at night?
I'll have like a really random one, like once a month. I'm like, what just happened?
Like an intense one?
Yeah. And I wake up, I'm like, it was either good or just strange, like an Alice in Wonderland type deal. And I don't know where I ended up, but
really
not so much lately.
Do you have any that stick out in your lifetime that you can remember? It's like, don't talk about this.
Yeah.
they're fucked up. Like, they're so fucked
let's
up.
Let's not do that. I mean, there's always like the random one, like, oh, look, my whole family's dead. And you wake up like, oh, no.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
It's like, no, everybody's fine. I can breathe, but.
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had like a family wipeout nightmare.
There's one that stands out, and that's about it. Other than that, I'm like,
do you ever dream when you're like being the hero? Like where you're like, I saved the day and I kicked ass.
I've never had one of those.
No. So you don't have a hero complex?
I'm more like a villain, I guess.
It's like, I'm more of a save myself. I have dreams where I survive and no one else does.
Like the one I just mentioned earlier. Pretty much. Not because I did anything, but well. Anyway.
Oh my God. Would you ever okay, let's say in the next, because in 20 years we'll be 50.
I don't want to think
right?
about that. Yes.
Whoa. Yeah. So in 20 years we'll be 50. If at around 45, like if it's the thing to get your scrotum done, like plastic surgery,
yeah,
would you consider it?
Probably not going to need it by the time I'm 50, so I don't know.
But if it's trendy and you have the cash,
I've honestly never really been into trends.
I don't know.
I really just don't care.
I see you as a high and tight, testy guy.
I don't appreciate that. I really.
You like them droopy?
I don't like them there at all. But
you'd
just remove the weakness and just move on.
You'd rather just like have one ballista there, one cannon, just no wheels on it.
No weakness, man. Wheels fall off.
No weakness. The wheels fall off.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Get in a fight. It's like, surprise. Good luck.
I personally like the the wrinkly. I'm just.
So you're not going to be a scrotum
I'm
guy.
feeling-
Not going to be a plastic surgery deal.
No. I want him. I want him the wrinklier the better.
Well, I think as you get older, like that's probably the pride. It's like, yeah,
Just look at these.
that's right.
Yeah, because because when I'm older, I'm showing my balls more.
Whether you want to or not,
Look at these wrinkles, fellas.
it's going to be like bad
Bam.
grandpa walking around the street.
They like you're saying that if you had it your way, you would have them gone. I don't know. I like it's part of the masculine energy is the weight of them.
Balls.
The weight of them slinging around.
Now, you know what I'd probably do? What's that movie where the dog... Oh, it had... What is that?
The dog
It had
gets
the
neutered.
dog... No, the dog bit the guy's balls, and he got metal balls to fill them, to replace them. Every time he walked, they kind of cling a little bit. What is that movie?
That is actually locked behind a paywall on Pornhub. You're thinking of
Wrong. Moving on.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
We're not going to get into that.
So yeah. So you'd get them removed. I wouldn't either.
I
feel like that's next.
I just leave them alone.
I just
Dude,
feel like it's
personally,
really
next, we're not even going to be in person. It'll be just some avatar that it could be just a giant ball sack for all I care. And you just, hey, man, what's up?
Well, okay. So, I mean, yes, I agree that's coming, but let's say the plastic surgeons had their way and to prolong their careers.
You're just hitting everything.
They
It's like, we're just going to hit every piece of the body and make some money.
What do you think? But I guess specifically, like, it's like right now it's like butts. And then,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been butts for a while.
Thanks, Kim.
BBLs, even men's butts.
Calves.
Men are getting calves.
The calf one just makes me laugh.
Do you you don't need it, but it's like you don't fucking need it. But like, have you met anybody with calves with calves in them?
Not that I've noticed.
With calves in them?
Yeah, it'd be like one of those things like you see a BBL and it's like, that's really wrong and bad.
Yeah.
There's probably been guys that have had the calves done.
And you wouldn't even know.
But it's not to the point of like, oh, that looks ridiculous.
Right.
They're probably like a little more self-aware, I would say.
Have you ever watched that show Botched?
Once or twice, and it was so bad I had to stop.
I like Botched, dude. Botched, like it's just two rich dudes, plastic surgeons that are just like got all these whacked out bitches come in. They're just like, can you fix my and like there'll be dudes in there that are just like they have pec implants.
I've seen that.
They've got bicep implants.
I saw one of the episodes I saw. It was a guy who had done almost an implant on almost every, or insert whatever it is on almost every body part, every muscle, and it looked like a cartoon character. It was crazy, like pecs, biceps, everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Nothing to knock against plastic surgery, because I love a good, love a good pair of less than natural, but more enhanced, I would say. Enhanced naturals.
Big
enhanced. Yeah. Gotta love them all.
Yep. Right.
Small enhanced, small naturals,
Right.
big natural.
Don't
They're all shapes and colors. Beautiful, beautiful things.
when done properly.
So, or just left to nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it's I don't know. Yeah, the pec thing is crazy.
I wonder how that would feel though. It's like, can you imagine like having a like what that would like moving the muscle, like your arm or whatever.
It's like having one of those like, kindergarten nap time mats inside your inside your tits.
Does it melt?
Because like the for the ladies it's like fun and like a sphere, but like for the guy it's like a plate. It's not it's a big square dinner plate for you. I don't know. What about it? I bet there's I wonder if anybody's done a 6-pack, because I haven't seen that on Botched. Like
people have done abs.
4 or 6.
Yeah, so the guy I saw, he did his abs too, and
He had little like ice cube chunks.
Yeah. More
a
like
fucking ice cube tray.
pretty much. And he kind of
Like,
protrude a little
crack
bit.
that thing.
No, every muscle he did. Like it was shoulders was the weird one too.
Did you have privilege check? Did you have ice cube trays growing up? Ever?
Yeah.
You had to.
I have ice cube trays now.
Okay, cool. Cool. Because there's some people that don't know about ice cube trays.
Dude, that's a part of life.
But for real, like, because it was like a thing. It was trending at some point, probably years ago, and it's just in the back of my mind. But yeah, there's people that are just like, you know, and because it's not too advanced for a refrigerator to have an ice maker or whatever. But if they see an ice cube tray and they're like, what the fuck? They don't like you hand it to them and say, get the ice out, and they like that. And they just go, they like they don't know to do the twist.
The twist, yeah. I'll have to try it next time when someone comes over.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want some ice?
He's like, what are you he's like, let's see what he does. He gets like a knife and starts like,
just break it.
I don't know what to do with this. I feel like young people they won't know.
They probably just flip it over and dump it and be like all over the place.
But the thing is, you can't. You got to break it apart.
Oh, I know. But they don't know that.
I know about that.
We'll find out. We'll find. I got a camera in the kitchen. We'll record it and see how it goes. That'll be like the test with each guest.
Do you have any hangups about? Okay, let me rephrase the question. What do you like? Because your birthday is coming up.
Don't remind me.
What do you like about getting older?
The stages of life and hopefully the goal of being a little bit less dumber than the year before. A
little less dumber.
Yep. I'm not sure how far that's going. That's the goal. A little bit
nice.
Less. Incremental.
I agree. Because no matter what, you're building your mind, you're building your wisdom and all that shit. Like, but I heard something today that actually kind of threw me for a loop. It was like, the more that you age and you learn and whatever, it actually makes making decisions a little harder because you
have more options.
You have more options, but you're concerned with so much more.
Yeah.
Like, so you can't. It's harder to like, yeah, let's do that. It's harder to just like go for it because it's
like when you're younger, like you're not thinking of like, you know, the theory of, oh, there's particles in the sky and like how does that affect me?
You think
walking out into the sun today? Like, I'm just gonna walk outside and exercise. Like, well, let me grab my mask and my respirator because there's chemicals and, you know, like the stuff that you hear, like when randomly, typically older people come up to you and say,
like air quality.
Did you hear about this? Like the air quality's bad. I'm like, I just want to go walk.
The cedars in the air is gonna get you.
It's little things.
Are you allergic to cedar?
Well, probably.
Does a cedar get you?
I live in a cedar forest, so I think I'm just used to it.
I was about to say.
That's my state of life at this point.
I was about to say, yeah. I don't think cedar gets me. Something gets me in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. And
I'm the same thing.
I don't even check.
I just accept it. We live in Central Texas. It's just there. It's not going to change. It's there.
What do you dislike about getting older?
Man, the weirdest thing is everything just hurts. And people always say that.
Yeah.
But
that's scary.
Yeah. It's great. Like knees, back, shoulder. Like I get hurt from sleeping now. Like who does it? Like how is that a thing?
Yeah. I mean, you are kind of an anomaly though.
It's self-inflicted, but
now you're on video and everybody can see you're humongous. This is like 4,000 pounds for the listeners.
This couch is not rated for that.
Yeah, I was like, when I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have Josh. I was like, I'm gonna need a bigger couch.
This is perfect. I got friends.
Yeah, if I ever have you and someone else, I will need more space.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tight. I'm not sitting. No one's sitting in my lap either.
So everything hurts. Yeah. What did you not know? Like what was, did the hurting thing surprise you?
You know, it's people always say, wait till you get to my age. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. And it's like, oh, this is what that means. I can't, Like the other day, I ran to my kitchen counter because it was dark, and I pulled my hamstring. I'm like, how do you do that? Yeah,
it's like I gotta get these snacks. Give me these snacks.
No, actually, so my little bulldog was asleep, and he wouldn't get up, so I carried him to bed, and I ran to the kitchen counter because I couldn't see and I was dizzy. So yeah, stood up, got dizzy, hit the counter.
I gotta get him snacks.
Oh, he gets up if there's snacks.
Oh yeah, he's getting the snacks himself. He's in there.
He knows what snacks are.
Making food.
It's his house.
I believe I asked this question last time, but I do want to explore this more because we can probably go at this for a while. If you could, and go into detail, explore every facet of this. If you could create a game and it be ready tomorrow, what would it be?
Dude, I've already been working on this for years.
I'm sure.
Right,
I'm sure. Okay, lay it out.
All right, so Pokemon Go, that premise.
Pokemon
You got
Go.
your phone.
Okay.
But I want an RPG game where you go find like monsters instead of Pokemon. You fight them, battle, upgrade, hang out with friends.
And you are the character.
Yes. Yeah.
And with like armor and stuff.
Yeah, it's like you use your phone, like there's a goblin, you go fight it, get loot. Then you go and find like dungeons that are located on the map. But
the map is
the world.
Real life.
Yeah.
Real world.
Yeah.
GPS.
And part of my system was like I wanted you to have to like level up your character, like the strength, endurance, and stamina, and all that through exercise
Working
or activity.
Dude.
So like it was a way. I had started working on it, and then I realized I'm not that smart. And
it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
you would need.
It's a different realm.
Yeah,
I still want to do that.
Because even Pokemon Go, I don't know what the state of it is now, but whenever it first came out, even then it was hard for it to like always calibrate for how fast you're going, all this stuff. Like it was, it always had little hiccups here and there, which is fine. But yeah, I think that would be pretty sick if it could. Yeah, if you could like practice, if you could practice sword fighting. Now, here's an idea, because you could do it where you have to turn the camera on, and it has to like visibly see you work like doing sword
Whatever
fights.
gets you active in it, like doing something.
Because there is plenty of that motion detection with with the cameras. It could watch you like do yoga, and then it like increases your agility or whatever the hell. It could watch you. Yeah, it could watch you.
But as it like
do stuff
as like
yourself.
A nerd and someone who exercises, like how cool to like I hate cardio. But if I was like going to do the gym and I was like, hey, if I get 10,000 steps today, I level up my guys' endurance, I can do more stuff in the game. Like I would be all over that.
Right. Yeah. It would pair everything that is your favorite thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If anybody steals that, I want a 20% royalty.
Yeah. Well, we
Don't
can
do
just like this actually can go as our intellectual copyright right now because the show is copyrighted. And then
there we go.
Also, it's giving us a clear timestamp. Whenever this is published, it's a clear timestamp that we talked about it first.
Nice. We got this down. All right.
Because I thought about that before with intellectual property. I was like, oh man, it was like, if I start talking about, different story ideas or script ideas on the show and people steal it, like what's that process like? But there is proof of original concept because it was published.
That's pretty cool.
And all that stuff. So,
unless you're in China.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Is there anybody you hate, Josh?
There's a particular person growing up that was my arch nemesis.
Your arch nemesis.
And we haven't let it go. We'd probably still throw down if we saw each other.
So the podcast so far has been pretty mellow, pretty hanging out. But I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the opportunity that we're gonna take turns. We're gonna just practice improvising slams on this guy. I'm assuming it's a guy.
It's a guy. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a guy.
So
we know.
We're gonna We're gonna practice our best slams, all right? And I'll go first.
Okay, let's get this warmed up.
And if you need to just pass it off. Pass it off to me. All right, so it's a guy. Let me get some information. It's a guy. You hate him.
That's right.
Did you ever love him?
It's a love-hate relationship. Start off with more love and then transition to more hate.
It's love-hate.
Yeah.
Do you know his favorite food or movie? His favorite anything?
Favorite movie is probably pizza. Favorite
movie is pizza. Got it.
Movie. That's right. It's a great
That's
movie.
actually a really good slam.
Yep.
So it's like
we're slamming him or me.
We're slamming him.
Okay.
But yeah, you will have to be open to getting roasted later.
I think Monty Python's probably his favorite movie, and we shared that. So yeah.
You're getting too specific.
Hey, you asked.
I did.
You asked. We're going all in now.
All right. All right. We're gonna diss him.
That's right. All right. Come on.
You fucking bitch. You coming at my guy? Your favorite movie's pizza, bitch. What do you got? Hype him up. I'm hyping you up. Fucking get him.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of gerbils.
Oh, you bitch. Your mom smelled like gerbils. Ass.
You 5'8" hairy mother effer.
Oh my God.
Mom probably had a beard, you little dwarf.
Jesus Christ. Your favorite movie's pizza, and your
You gotta hold it together, man. This is serious. This is my nemesis.
The favorite movie is pizza is insane. That shit is crazy. I took your family to see your favorite movie, and it was pizza, and they kept sucking on the sauce, so I slapped their fucking ass
With a pepperoni.
with their pepperoni.
That's right.
And then I took that pepperoni and I put it over my eyes because I can't even look at your ugly fucking ass.
And it still burned less than looking at you.
It still burns less. They're hot fucking pepperonis too.
Greasy, man. You get grease in your eye? That shit hurts.
If you get grease in your eye, it hurts less
Than looking at you. That's right. That's right. Grease and all. Little crushed red pepper in there too.
Throw some Parmesan on you. I call you a crusted bitch.
Gluten-free, buddy. Probably cauliflower, actually, knowing this guy. He's one of those. He's one of those.
You got a cauliflower crust? I put cheese in your dick, bitch.
That's pretty horrible. That's sadistic.
I'll take a syringe. I'm done. I'm good.
That was good.
Yeah, we might start starting podcasts like that, where we just slam a random
I can get down with that.
imaginary person.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't imaginary.
Oh, fuck.
Those are real. His favorite movie is pizza.
I'll clip it and then send it to you, and you can send it straight to him.
You got it.
Okay. Let me ask you some questions here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to read you off some hip hop and rap lyrics, and you got to finish the lyric. And I'll tell you if you get it right or wrong. Because I know you know music.
If it's Rammstein and techno.
Okay. Finish the lyric. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are...
I don't know. I know the next line. Mom spaghetti.
Hold on. I'll do it again. All
right.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are...
Heavy?
You got it.
Go.
Ding, ding, ding,
Mom.
ding, ding.
Yep.
And what is the song called?
Oh, it's Eminem. What is it?
Good job.
It's not good. I should know the song.
It's okay. I don't know the names of songs.
Yeah.
I realized when I was doing this, I was like, I don't even know the names of songs.
I should. It's going to hit me once you say it.
is Lose Yourself.
Oh yeah.
Eminem. Okay, next one.
Okay.
I've got 99 problems.
But a bitch ain't one.
There we go.
I
Ding,
knew
ding,
that
ding,
one.
ding, ding.
That one's easy. Oh, don't.
Okay. The next one is Raw, raw, like a dungeon dragon. I'm starting to feel like...
I don't know.
I'll do it again.
Is it a
do
Lady Gaga song?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
It's not rah rah.
It's not Gaga. I
Oh.
will do it again. This time straight to the camera.
Okay.
Raw, raw, like a dungeon dragon. I'm starting to feel like a...
Bro, I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Take a wild guess.
Man.
Raw, raw, like a dungeon dragon. I'm starting to feel like a...
I don't know. Imagination?
Imagination. You got
Is
it.
that really it?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
No, it's not.
Oh. I was about to say, there's no way. That's the stupidest guess.
No. It's Roman's Revenge by Nicki Minaj, and it's.
I don't know that.
I know.
Thanks, asshole.
It's.
I avoid those.
It's raw, like a dungeon dragon. I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon. She just says dungeon dragon again.
It doesn't surprise me. That's why I don't listen to it.
Oh my!
Thanks for that,
It's
buddy.
like imagination.
I think it's actually better than Dungeon Dragon a second time.
You might be right, but that song goes hard as hell.
She write her own lyrics.
I couldn't tell you. I bet probably not. What was I gonna do for this one? Oh, right. Okay, here we go. This one you might know.
It's promising.
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds
apart.
What's the song?
I don't know.
You don't know the song?
I don't know the song.
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart.
Oh, is that Miley Cyrus?
Maybe
No.
in magazines, but you'll be my
I know it. I don't know. I don't know who sings it.
It's Umbrella. It's Rihanna. I'm trying to do stuff from when we were in high school.
We had different music tastes.
We
when we were in high
definitely
school.
did, but that is why I knew to do these.
Yeah, so you could roast me on them.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, what else did I have? I think that was it. But good job. You got several.
50 out of 50%?
Maybe 50%.
At
Chat,
best.
just go into the comments and tell him how many he got.
Or actually rate that.
Yeah, rate
my performance
Rate his performance.
on a scale of 1 to 3.
Do you what band from when you were younger do you wish would come back like full force?
Yeah, it's not really a band from like when I was younger, but one I've always loved is like Depeche Mode and Duran Duran.
What? Okay, that's embarrassing. What is that? What is their main song? What is
Like Duran Duran's is that Hunger Like a Wolf? Depeche Mode.
Oh, right.
Depeche Mode had just a bunch of
How do you spell Depeche Mode?
DEPCHE.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's some old looking motherfuckers. Let's see. World of My Never Let Me Down Again.
Yeah.
Personal Jesus.
They're all good.
What does Depeche Mode mean? What does Depeche Mode mean?
I don't know.
It means fashion update.
Huh.
Which is pretty surprising, Josh.
Well,
Pretty
why is it
surprising.
surprising? Because I'm not the
Pretty
person.
surprising. That
So-
you would like something called fashion update.
It's not me. I was told I had no fashion or style in middle school, so and it didn't change in high school.
What
now.
what do you got going on? What's cooking? What's cooking with your job?
With my job,
Yeah, what do you got cooking?
I'm just trying to make some money, bro.
Do you you got anything new, cool coming to Waco?
New and cool. Not particularly. Most of what I'm doing is more redevelopment, investments, and syndication, and the more boring stuff. Fighting neighborhoods on rezoning of properties and things like that. Being the bad guy.
Okay, so rezoning is like you're fighting. You want this area.
I've got a property that's zoned for houses.
Okay.
Next to a neighborhood. I want to get it zoned for office. So I have to go before the council. I got to go speak in front of everybody and got to say, this is why I think this is right.
Mm-hmm.
And I got denied. So we're going to try again. The neighbors got up there and did the whole, he's the bad guy, going to hurt our property values.
Oh. Yeah. But does it really hurt property values when something like that comes in?
Like if I went and put like a liquor store right next to them, like, yeah, they're not.
Oh, sure.
But it was an office building that was zoned residential. It was a mistake. And so I was getting it zoned for office.
Okay.
But there's he's the bad guy.
Like if a porn library opened.
Yeah, they would. Well, actually, there's restrictions on that type of stuff. Like, so
I know. I actually do know a little bit about this.
So there's a particular shop that sells like sex toys and stuff like that in town, and they reached out to us about finding a space, and it's impossible
because it's got to be.
It has to fit the zoning. Has to be this has to fit the right property type, and then but the biggest thing is it can't be within 1,500 feet of a residential like a home.
Oh,
and as the crow flies, not from a walking. So like there's how many neighborhoods in town, and then the landlord has to allow it. So like a lot of landlords don't want it.
Right. But isn't there like a school
and homes? Yeah, 1,500 feet for that one.
Okay, so it's just both.
But so if you're working like with a like a liquor store or a place that sells liquor, it has to be within, I think it's 500, 800 feet of a church, school, neighborhood.
Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Lots of red tape.
So yeah, and I guess part of your. I don't know if it's all part of your job, but like part of it is you do have to take that into consideration, obviously, when you're looking for. Do you get a lot of liquor store like owners trying to expand? Or anything?
Get calls probably once or twice a week from a liquor store. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But then you got to be careful too. Like, let's say I have a liquor store. I actually have there's a very prominent high-end liquor store in town that we've done some work with, and we had to look for. He wanted to look in other markets, and every market has different criteria. And it's always, you have to go and read the regulations and rules. And it's one of those deals. If I mislead him, I could put him in a space that he couldn't operate, and he'd be stuck with $1 million something lease and he can't use. So you can't mess it up.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's, you look at all this stuff and look, oh, that's pretty simple. And like, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes for something that doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. So what's the rule? I guess there's a million rules. But yeah, I guess like a cool, because a really cool thing would be like a liquor store porn. But that's the thing. Sex shops are going away. Like that's the thing is like the sex shops are out the door.
We spent 2 years getting rid of the last strip club. That was a project. No, actually, it's 3 years. That was a long time.
The assault.
What amazed me about that whole deal is, the city asked us to work on it, so we worked on it. The backlash we got for getting rid of it.
It's an institution.
Dude, like I got on social media, like, cause the Waco trip be like, oh, so-and-so is going away and being redeveloped. There were literally comments saying, oh, I grew up going here with my family. I'm like,
it's like this my whole family works there. Like we have several generations.
One thing I've realized, if you do any development, like you're not a good guy.
Yeah, you're gonna
there's always gonna be like something bad to say. So you just have to deal with it and move on.
Yeah. What is something that you would really want to bring here? Like I want to like something fun. Like what would be your ideal if you got to choose?
Man, if I got to choose, I would love. I mean, and so it's not like so much as like an individual concept, but I would love like a downtown lively environment you can walk and. That's connected. Like when you go to like, say the Stockyards in Fort Worth, like downtown Dallas, Deep Ellum, Bishop Arts, like just that, like, hey, let's go walk and do some shopping, go have a bite to eat and the whole environment.
So lame of me, I have not been to the Stockyards, but in Fredericksburg, there's like a certain section of the street where you can walk with open alcohol.
Yeah.
So like, it's just like sectioned off like from all the shops or whatever, and you can just take it to wherever. That would be sick.
Yeah.
But I mean, Waco's a little different than that. But yeah, I do like the idea of like where everything is walkable and everything is kind of connected, and it's kind of starting to happen ish. But it is funny, like watching people try to cross the the train tracks.
They have no idea what to do.
The train tracks and the one ways.
Oh man! Every time I go downtown, there's someone going up Franklin, going up the one way. I'm
honking at them.
They don't stop. They just keep coming.
I'm because
okay.
I'll be down there and they're gonna plow right into me.
But just have to get insurance.
Well, yeah, right. So cool. Anything you want to add before we sign off? Thank you again for doing this, by the way.
Absolutely, man. I enjoy it. Like I said, this is my Monday morning routine, and
yeah,
it's cool to be part of it, man.
Thank you. The support from you guys is humongous.
Yeah.
It keeps me doing it, keeps me motivated to do it, motivated to like make these changes and updates and all that stuff. So yeah, it means a lot. And but yeah, thank you for coming to do it. I'm gonna probably ask you to do it again eventually. so
if you're desperate.
Yeah.
Only if you're desperate.
But yeah, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Any message, any like words of wisdom from a man in your position, both in gaming, real estate, muscle man? What's your message?
The dreams aren't real, and the little 5-year-olds on Call of Duty can't hurt you. That's right.
You heard it here first, folks. They can't hurt you.
They can say things, but they can't hurt you.
Well, everyone, thank you for watching or / listening to the show. Please follow on Instagram, TikTok while it's still around, YouTube now that these episodes will be fully on YouTube. There are podcast versions on YouTube, but the videos will be like a separate entity. I haven't figured out quite how to interweave them, but whatever, it's fine. So yeah, please like and subscribe to all of those places: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Podbean.com, where I host the show. That all matters, and the more likes and 5-star reviews and positive reviews I get, the more listeners that I'll get, and the more this will grow. So thank you all for listening. And this is Eric Anderson signing off. Josh, good night.